And with that, we're going to turn it over today. You want to make sure you have something to take notes on, whether it's pen, paper, or whether you're typing away. You guys, Diane is going to teach us how to schedule out our social media content through Funnel Breezy if you are using Funnel Breezy. So this is going to be really good information and save you so much time in trying to figure out every day what you are posting. It is just going to be scheduled. And you can even steal my little jingle and you can do, we're going to schedule it. See, you guys, we all have a jingle now. That's what we're going to do on those tasks that we do not want to do. So Diane, we are turning it over to you.
I just think I just want to hear you really sing that again, Amanda. That was that was fantastic. One of the reasons that we really want to schedule our posts is so that things can happen, life can happen, and we will still be okay. And so we like to be able to have posts scheduled out. I shared before in Tier 1 that during the April retreat, I think it was, I had scheduled posts out. And so when I did the trip, the summer, and I just did not have time to do any of my own work, then my posts still went out and people thought I was still active on social media, even though I was just crazy busy with other things. So I can show you how many of you are using Funnel Breezy versus Meta, because we can also look at Meta. So Funnel Breezy, raise your hand. Okay, and Meta, nothing at all. Okay, all right. So most of you are using Funnel Breezy. So it is really, Funnel Breezy has made it really, really easy. I'm going to share my screen again. It's made it so life can happen. We can still be okay. Yes, Sarah, that because we apparently, and I know I'm not the only one that life is just sometimes happens to it. Okay. So this is my Funnel Breezy account, and this is it's under me because I'm going to schedule a couple of my own social media posts today and kind of show you my calendar. My social media calendar has been a little bit sad for the last little bit because I just haven't had time to do some posts. So I'm really excited. I've been working on some social media posts. I've got this new, a little bit of a new energy. So kind of a different direction that I'm going. So if we go to marketing under social media, I don't know if you saw how I got there. And those of you who do not have Funnel Breezy yet, we'll walk you through this. We'll have the replay of this. We'll have other ways that we can do this. So, but under marketing, and I'm going to come up over here to open planner. Now I'm visual, so I need to see visually where things are. And I have two types of posts that I'm going to upload. I have one that's a Monday myths is what I'm going to do for the next little while. And then I have a spiritual thought. And let's see, and I'll have to look and make sure I had my son, who's a graphics design student at SUU, help me with these. So some of these will be, oh my gosh, I've got this fly in here, you guys. I'm so sorry. It just keeps hitting my ear. Some of these are going to be, I'm going to be looking at too. So the first thing I want to do is I want to bring in, so let's say if I want to post something today on Wednesday, I am going to click on plus on Wednesday. I am going to select my social account. So I am going to select right now my Diane Passy Instagram account and my Facebook account, because those are the same. Both of those are the same. My ADHD accounts. I'm not going to worry about posting inside my group right now, but I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to select those two. You can create groups here within Funnel Breezy. So if I want to, you'll see that both of those are also in this group, and I can just click group and I can create more groups if I want. I want to add my posts. Now, right now I'm going to add posts that are static posts, and then I can animate them and I can do other fun things with them later. I can create my reels later, but sometimes just having a static post out so it looks like I'm on Instagram and Facebook, at least somewhat, that is a strategy that's worked well for me, because the other ones can take just a little bit longer, and I haven't had help until recently to get some of those other ones done. So if I want to upload a bunch of files, I'm going to click upload files, And I'm going to go, the way I organize them on my desktop is my Diane stuff. And then I have my, oh, let me go back up because I moved it so I can find it easier. My ADHD work here. And I have my Monday, and you'll see I have in here Monday Myths. Here's my Monday Myths posts that I have created. And I am going to make sure, so I updated these since these last ones. I'm going to just put it, and you'll see I have Myth 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, and I'll show you why that is in just a minute. So I've already labeled them. I've already put them together. I'm uploading them right here, and then I'm going to drag them just to make this organized. I am going to select and drag them into my Monday mantras folder that I've created in Funnel Breezy, because I need to keep track of which posts I've actually posted inside my social media calendar. And that's my best way to know, is if they are in my Monday mantras folder. And then within here, I'm going to create another folder, and I'm going to put used in October 2023, because I want to reuse all of my posts. So anytime I use a post now, and I'm going to use one of these, once I upload it into my planner, I'm going to just slide it right into this folder here, and I'll just drag it in, and I don't have to try and remember which posts I have used already. If you have another way of keeping track, that's great. This is just my easiest way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead, and today I'm just going to go ahead and put in myth number 1. So I'm going to double click on this myth number 1. However, my carousel posts, I like doing more than one post, more than one picture on it. So that's my 1A. So I'm going to look for 1B. And I always have a call to action. And so my call to action is this one, my want to learn more. Okay. Now I have my 3 pictures here, and it's going to show this, that shows what it's going to look like on Facebook or on Instagram. This is what it will look like. Myth number 1, kids with ADHD can't focus on anything for a long time. Oops. I need my second part of this. Just a minute. And then the truth, I have the truth part of it that I will stick up here. And the truth is that they can focus, if anyone has anyone with ADHD, you know, they can focus on their video games as long as they want to. And then what I'll do, okay, and I might have to find my second, where I put my second post there in a minute. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I've used this one, so I'm going to slide it in there. I'm not going to slide my call to action in there because I want to keep that out. But now my myths, my 1 and 2 are both in there. And there's my 1C. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. Okay, so I've got these 3 posts right here, and this is where I'm going to type in my content. And so the best thing I like doing is keeping a copy of my content somewhere. And we have inside your funnel, well, I'm moving it over to Funnel Breezy this week, but will be a content calendar that's an Excel sheet. It's a Google Sheets where you can keep a copy of all of the different things that you've written. So all I normally have to do is cut, copy, and paste. So for this one here, because the way it is, I will type like something about, you may think your ADHD teen can't focus for the life of him. However, put a game in front, or I will say put something interesting in front. Correct that.
We just say how cute Diane is and how amazing these look. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Isn't it so fun? I've been like watching to see what kind of styles I like. And I love these pictures. Like I love finding like cute little pictures that just grab attention. So, and they can focus.
It's so clean and crisp. Can you see how those images are easily recognizable? You can see who it is, and then you see the big word ADHD myths. Like it's so consistent and concise.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. Okay, so now I have a couple different options of things that I can do. I can customize them for each channel. Sometimes Facebook and Instagram we want to do differently, because I am in a place right now that I need things to be very efficient. then I'm not going to customize it for each channel. I'm going to put them both out there. They're going to look the same. People might see them and think she put the same post up. That's fine. If they want to come to my social media, they can do it different if they want. One of the things I love about Funnel Breezy is this ability to insert hashtags. So I can save groups of hashtags, and I can tell them how many of these hashtags I like. So I've already saved a group of ADHD hashtags, and you can see that I've got these in here, and I can edit them. I can apply them depending on what it is that I want to have. And so it's going to stick those hashtags in there for me, and then I can move it around. So I can decide to randomize these hashtags, and you can see that I can randomize up to 30 of them if I want. So if I were to pick ADHD again, I'm going to edit, and it's going to randomly pick 5 of them and stick that into my post. So I would know that it's going to be a little bit different every time. And there are some of them that I want to make sure are always in there. So I'll just read through and make sure that the ADHD ones that I always want in there are going to be in there. If I want to tag, I can tag different accounts and things in here. I can do a little bit of format. If I want some of it to be bold, if I want maybe the ADHD to be bold, I'm going to be able to bold it, italicize it. These are things you cannot do inside Meta, which makes it really, really nice that you can do it inside Funnel Breezy. Super slick, and really help your posts to stand out. If you notice, there are little things that people do with their posts that make a big difference. So I've got my 3 carousel here. The last thing that I like to do is I love leaving this follow-up comment. That means when this posts, my comment is going to pop up first, and I don't have to worry about popping back in at 3 p.m. when my post normally posts. My comment is going to come in. So I'm going to be like, say something like, link to join my group is, and I would stick my link right here, that they can join my group I'm going to put my link to my landing page, or if it's to my opt-in, then I'm going to put it right there. Now I can save this post and manage it later, or if I click on this down here, I'm going to schedule this post out. If you have someone doing your social media for you, you can have them send it the post for approval. So you approve it before anything is scheduled out. And that can be super helpful. The other thing that they added is to schedule it to be recurring. How cool is this, that every 90 days we know we can reuse our posts. And if I want to schedule this post to go every 90 days, it's not going to take me that long before I have posts that are going out and change every 90 days automatically. And that is so cool to me. And it's going to say, okay, how long do you want to, what's the date range that you want to do this for? And I'm going to click that. I'm going to say with the time and everything else that I want to have posted. Since I'm not really posting this right now, I'm not going to schedule that recurring post right now, but I am going to schedule it. And I'm going to schedule it for next Monday. This will give me a chance to go back in and tweak the copy for it, add that extra little picture that I've got, and I'm going to tweak it. Now, the one thing the data I can get that I haven't been able to, I just haven't posted enough in Funnel Breezy for them to gather the data for me. But because I used Meta for so long, then I know that my viewers view my post most of the time between 6 and 8 p.m. on weeknights. So I always schedule somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. and I'm going to schedule this post. Now, let's say I schedule it on the wrong day, or I schedule it at the wrong time, or I decide I want to move it around, maybe move it to the next week. All I have to do is grab it and drag it down, and it's going to reschedule it for me. Or if I want to do it on a Tuesday, I can just drag it over to a Tuesday. And if I'm scheduling this recurring post, that's fantastic, because then I can make sure that in 90 days that my post is going to come out on the day that I want it to come out and do what I want to do with it. So you can see that I can clone it, I can edit it, I can delete it from here, or I can just leave it here and I just know that that's going to come out. It only takes me, if I have the copy already done, then it takes me maybe a minute and a half to quickly go through, hit the hashtag thing, just double check it, copy paste the copy on, and for each social media post. And then I don't have to worry about it because I know that for the next month, I have 3 posts going out a week. I know exactly what they're going to be. And I have that all set out. So I'm just looking at things that you guys are commenting on. Links live, if they are in the comments, yes, they are. No, in Instagram, the comments, you can put links, you just can't put it in the copy, Susie. If you put it in the copy, the links will not be live, but in the comments, they will be. So as far as I know, that may have changed, but as far as I know, will it show up as a, yep, just in the comments, it should. But if I'm wrong, I'll check it and make sure. So the link in bio. So Ingrid, do you know, have you tried it recently? Do you know? I know that they were really, so you can automate the process, sending the link to anyone who comments. That is done by a third party. That is not done by Instagram itself. So, yep. And then I say link to comment, and that's what I'll say. I'll say the link, the direct link is in the comments. And that's just what I've done. Ingrid is going to try it real quick. And I'll just say, check that, or you can do link in bio. Link in bio is just another step. And we haven't included that as part of Foundations, but if you want to create your own link in bio or link tree, something like that, you can. For me, it's like one more thing to manage. So I just haven't done it yet. Oh, I can't now. I deleted Instagram for today. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it, Ingrid. We have a boundary. Okay, so one more time, I'm just going to go through it one more time because I know it's really helpful to sometimes see it more than once. I have grouped. If I want to add a group, I'm going to do that. But I've grouped these two together. All right, so I'm going to click add a group. I'm going to click on my picture. Let's see, let's go to a Thursday superpower. You can see these are my used ones, but I used them 4 months ago. So ADHD superpower, they are honest to a fault. You'll see that these all have honest and honest too. I have them listed, so I know I want that one first. And then I want honest 2 second. And then I want my call to action that I always stick in. And that may be that purple one at the bottom. It looks like that's that purple one on the bottom. So I'm going to go back, select this one. I'm going to just check, make sure they're looking the way that I want them to look. I'm going to type in my copy here. I'm going to stick my hashtags in because if you want to make a group of select hashtags, all you have to do is you enter them here and then you're going to save them and it's going to just stick them in there. So I'm going to put my elementary school hashtags here. I've only got a few of them, so I'm not going to worry about editing how many are going to go in at a time. So it looks like I have just one. So I am going to edit it because I want more than one to go in there. So I want to do my elementary school. I'm going to edit and I'm going to put 6 because that's what I have, 6. So now I can go through, I can check and make sure, okay, I've got all of that in good. Everything looks good. I'm going to stick a follow it comment to get a copy of your teen's superpowers. Click on this link where I would put my opt-in for the superpowers, ADHD superpowers. I'd stick my opt-in link right there. And I'm going to click on the down arrow. I'm going to come over here to schedule my post. I know that when my audience is most active, I'm going to click this Thursday. I'm going to schedule it. It's going to pop me back out here to this calendar here where I can decide if I want to keep it this Thursday or put it on another Thursday. If I want to make a copy of it and make it a recurring one, I can do that, or I can just make this one recurring every 90 days. And once you get that going, you're going to always have a static social media post up. Now, you can also do this with the stories. If you go back, back like here, you can also, so stories, of course, stories can go to Facebook, Reels cannot. I'm just going to select that one for right now. So if I want to do a story, then it's going to say, okay, this will not support caption for publishing posts directly, but you can still put the story up. So you can still have your story up there, and your reel, the same thing. It will show you exactly how it looks. The post music will appear here. What you can do is make your reel on your phone. You can always download a draft of it, and then you would upload it back into here if you wanted to schedule those out. A lot of people like doing reels just organically, but I'm all about automating anything that we can automate.
Diane, I was just going to ask you
done.
on a reel. So create it on your phone because all the editing software is there, obviously, to add music and do your things. And then when you download, in my experience, when you've downloaded a reel, it won't download any like any emojis or maybe any words, any or music. But I think you can add it late. Like if I believe it's just not the music or a voiceover or something like that. If you download
Interesting. I'll have to try it. It's been a little bit since I tried to download a reel. The one thing you want to make sure with reels, and this is the reason I see that like on Canva is great because you can do, let's see, I was playing around with one and let's see if it's on here.
I did double check the link in Instagram and it isn't active in the comments. I think that's to be able to, they make people basically get Linktree to be able to have active
Linktree to make it do that.
But Facebook.
This is a reel that I was playing around with yesterday. I wanted to see because they have this new thing in Canva where you can magic switch your static post over to a reel or a video, and I wanted to see what it would do. So this is what it would look like. I have 2 seconds, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 2. So you can animate it, and it's super fun to do that. And then my idea was that I would upload this to Instagram, and I would do the voiceover in Instagram. But you can see that that you can do tons of fun little animations on here. The one thing that you do want to do that I would recommend is to attach your music within Instagram, because your music in Instagram is going to attach it to whoever else uses that music. So Canva does have music that you can use. They even have videos you can use. They have added their AI videos, so you can get it, like you can see here, these dogs are actual videos that you can do, and you can generate them. It's pretty cool what they just did an AI upgrade. So there's a bunch of things that I'm experimenting with just to see what would happen. So this was just me taking my static post and sticking it in to a reel format, so I don't have to create a separate reel. You can do this with videos, you can trim videos, cut videos, you can do all of that within Canva, and then you're just going to download it and upload it back into Instagram. Because I use a PC, this is so much faster for me to edit and create on a PC than it is for me on my phone. And so I would much rather work within Canva on my PC, download it, and then have it on my phone and upload it from there than to try and work within my phone. So that's just kind of what my preference is. But now this only took me I probably spent about 10 minutes just putting the little animations on it. And I've got a 14-second reel that I can stick back up now into Instagram, and I can have that go out. So let's see.
So Diane, when you download it on your laptop or your desktop, you're downloading it to where? Like, how do you access it on your phone? Like back to your Google Drive?
I'm going to download it into my Google Drive. If you have a Mac, you're downloading it and you can airdrop it over to your phone, depending on what system you have. So you're either using Google Drive or you're using on Mac, you're airdropping it, or you're putting it up in your photos as a video, and then you're grabbing it as a video on your phone. Does that make sense, Susie?
Yeah, thanks.
You bet. Okay, other questions? How do you add the music in Instagram if you schedule it? If you're scheduling it out. So if you're scheduling, so that would be another one where you're creating it inside Instagram, you're downloading it onto and it might not be worth it. Like I said, I haven't done this yet. If you have created it inside Instagram, you download it and then you put it back up into Funnel Breezy. It would be the same process as it's just backwards. And then you would have that, and it would put the music. It's going to put the music in with it. Other questions?
So Diane?
Yes.
So what I was trying to explain is that if you use the Instagram app on your phone, you can actually schedule everything on that app.
Have they updated that to make that so it's will they do that?
Well,
do you know if they do recurring or anything? I know they used to not do Instagram used to not do scheduling. So it's very, very possible that they have added the scheduling in since I last used it. Like I said, I need to see my calendar. I need to see the
well, yeah. I mean, I think I love Funnel Breezy for the static posts. When it comes to doing a reel or a story, I'm finding that doing it just right on the Instagram app is really the best because you can't put the music and everything. And so you have to play around with it to like figure out how to schedule it. There's like, you have to hit, I can't remember what it is. It's something you're like, that doesn't even make sense, but that is how you do it. You have to push that. And I can't remember what it is.
It's under advanced settings. So
okay.
Just scroll way to the bottom and it says advanced settings. Click on that and then you can say schedule reel and it's let me pick a day and time and everything. So that's good to know. That's where you should reels. Then you don't have to, unless you need Canva though, you know.
Unless you need Canva, and if you're using it from Canva, if you're creating it in Canva, I still say download it and upload it in Instagram and finish it up in Instagram. They have just made it. They've created reels to just be the best really to publish an Instagram. It's just is not quite as smooth from anything else until they allow Instagram to connect better with other sources. Then that might just be your best bet, but you can still create it within Canva. I love the recurring posts, so it might be worth it for me to have a recurring reel that goes out, but like I said, I haven't done it enough to know if it's worth my time to do that or not, because I can't spend 30 minutes on trying to reschedule posts. I would just be better if I just saved it as a draft and put a note or something in. So want to reuse the reel and you can add it as recurring to Funnel Breezy. Yeah, Tanya, I think totally. Any other questions?
I was thinking that if it doesn't, like if you can't put the reels on Funnel Breezy because it doesn't have the music, you could just for yourself, if you are like Diane and me and need that calendar, you could say, okay, Tuesday I'm doing a reel, and you could just write that right in there, right? This is a reel, find it on Instagram. So then that way at least you know where it's at.
Automate as many things as you can, ladies. You may not feel that stress pressure now, but to just know that it's automated and it's one less thing you have to worry about frees your mind to be able to do other things that are in your powerhouse, other things that maybe might be a little more energy rich for you. So automate what you can. Find someone to do it. My son, who I asked to do some social media posts for me, I could not believe how many he did in 2 hours. I told him I'd pay him $20 an hour. And I was like, just tell me how many hours you did. And he created like 15 social media posts for me in 2 hours. And I was like, well, okay, so I'm talking about both days I asked you to work. And he's like, yeah, that was both days. And I was like, okay, I love creating, but you are so much faster than I am. So I would pay you $40 to create 20 Instagram reels. And I just sent him a bunch of articles to gather from. I just sent him some conference talks and he's just going to pull from there. So your who is going to be really important for many of you. You're going to want to find that who if it's not you. If this doesn't bring you joy, then that's okay. Find a who that is really fast and efficient. Show them how to use it. And even if like now that my son's created it, I'm super fast at Funnel Breezy. So I can get it up in Funnel Breezy. And that's going to be faster for me right now than showing him how to do it.